Si o que me vai tu a dia na sira mamenu te abesamu kono waga rara ne kwi yo ganti aplo a dia na sira kadu Sabo bushundo sazo mega ye blanco kwadi so e kawaka kama mapenyo ngokhosiza Bagum ya botlana ye to dogins kewe okay no sugu kuwa ko eresi ao mamem okay no sugu Lero mana we ye we so eresi kewe okay no sugu kuwa ko eresi ao okay no sugu Tomorrow no I go to go. My way call ya more it one word to get one to come back to my way so it's a do. Yakwe mote wanu agaraga me muso e kaso mo black ya me nyaba wakamao I was say to I want to see you to go my never really a good those scared of the I will not know the mouth. You go ahead and honey, I'm not serious about good. Some yet. Maluo, no bonza saza igo mume na zabagu apaka yute tunetone manga wakori ne tage gonga gbebo atene mage yema sewe wapia ye sore tu magasi mau kala muni lagia muni yama wa kama ana nere yetu Si o que me vai tu a dia na sira mamenu te abesamu kono waga rara ne kwi yo ganti aplo a dia na sira kadu Sabo bushundo sazo mega ye blanco kwadi so e kawaka kama mapenyo ngokhosiza Bagum ya botlana ye to dogins kewe okay no sugu kuwa ko eresi ao mamem okay no sugu Lero mana we ye we so eresi kewe okay no sugu kuwa ko eresi ao okay no sugu Tomorrow no I go to go My way call ya more it one word to get one to come back to my way so it's a do Yakwe mote wanu agaraga me muso e kaso mo black ya me nyaba wakamao I was say to I want to see you to go my never really a good those scared of the I will not know the mouth. You go ahead and honey, I'm not serious about good. Some yet. Maluo, sasa. Igo mume na zawagu. Apaka yute tunetone. Manga wakori de toke gonga gbebo atene. Mage yamae sewe wapia yewa sore. Tumagasi. Mauga kala muni. Black ya muni yama wakama. Ana nere yetu. Come on. Maluo, kuna bonza sasa. Igo mume na zawagu. Apaka yute tunetone. Manga wakori de toke gonga gbebo atene. Mage yamae sewe wapia yewa sore. Tumagasi. Mauga kala muni. Black ya muni yama wakama. Ana nere yetu. Come on.
Good evening, folks. Samson told LeBron Radio. I want to thank all of you again tonight. Wonderful day on the Thursday afternoon. We say thank you. People like me, my stomach full. I let you talk about that. Let me call for my juice. Anybody come here tonight, you better bring some Tylenol. Because first of all, any of the people that are coming here tonight, I'm not bringing anybody on till I'm feeling with my tabata. Samson told. Let me see if I can call for my juice. That's my social security kid I'm calling. Again, folks, Samson told Labro Pablo, thank you very much for joining us, Ajibo. Thank you very much. We're going to work together, my son. We're going to work together. You know, we're gonna, when we're finished with that thing, the total people will like you, my son. They will like you. You think I got beam of an son? You think, ask your mom. Tell me the thing I used to do in total. When she tell you, she'll tell you that your uncle, my uncle, your uncle, you better not tell people say that my uncle because they were. Son, I was bad. He told me I was bad. Look, I was bad. That's all that I can say. I was ridiculously bad in total. Yeah, because you people who are not equal. I look at you, you look at me funny, we're fighting. You beat me to throw my power, throw you in jail. Ah, Samson, too. True story. Just ask your sister, ask your mom about me. She say, that your uncle there is on the L. Nobody, you don't say you come from different, you come to Town. and you say good morning to Riverware, or you come to Total at night, you come to my house and wake me up to say good evening, sir. I'm coming for you. You're not sleeping in Total. uh, I'm gonna look at my son to behave the way I was behaving. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not even all the behavior, say half of my behavior. Any of your, my son, Ajibo, any of your behavior that you people myself will be for it. Because it was ridiculous. It was bad. It was bad. I can just look in the sky and say today the sun shining, the sun not shining good. I will make it shine more. Samson, too. Yeah, life is there. Sometimes you sit down and the more older you get, the more you look back on those things and say, what was I thinking? I go to school. I tell the teacher today, I will teach. Because you don't know how to teach. I don't know fasting. What grade was it? I maybe second or third grade. They may come from KRTTR. Then I say I'm going to teach. People holding me down. So I say, calm down, settle down. No, I want to teach today. They can't kick me out. For some reason, I don't know why they people, because it was within their right, they could have kicked me out. They never did. And when I went home the last time, I was just, the most of them dead, and I was just feeling bad, and I thank you, I still do. But anyway, let's go on. Safety, Lord Jesus, I want to thank you again this evening for the opportunity to be here, the opportunity you give us. We thank you for that. We thank you for that. We thank you for that. For everything that you have done and continue to do for us, my Lord, we thank you. For those brothers and sisters that are not able to be here with us tonight, my Lord, please step in. We thank you. Those of us that believe in you, we know what you can do for us. And we want to thank you. And what you will do for us, we want to thank you. Your time is the best. We'll wait for your time, but we will pray to you. Thank you. My Lord, we ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed, President Joseph Wakai. Extend his life, whatever he touches in the interest of the Liberian people, bless his hand. Whichever door he knocks, open the door for the Liberian people. Yes, you can do it. We know you have done it before. We want to thank you. My Lord, we ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. Thank you for joining me tonight. That Bamboo with Diva Cola on the show tonight. Any of the Unity Party supporter, you're come here tonight and you don't follow my lead, Bamboo with Diva Cola. I know Unity Party supporters are where I care for. But Bamboo with Diva Cola tonight. How dare these people? They say, I come in, anybody come here, you better let me learn tonight. Mr. Soul, don't even attempt tonight. Or I will close it and open it on the other platform where you will not have no access. How dare these people? This same group of people, Liberian politicians, that ruin the lives of young Liberians. For them today, many of the young people that are in these kind of Zoko camp, because of them, because of their greed, and that they see greediness again, they bring it back again. They call themselves some kind of whatever government they find themselves in. And the father of the nation to follow these people is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I thought President Waka would have taken a stand and he said, enough is enough. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. A young Liberian, outstanding Liberian, Dr. Chris Dugbe Nya, outstanding Liberian. I thought all this stuff I've been reading, I thought they were going to say corruption. But the director, the board director, so greediness. Y'all remember what happened some time ago? The whole thing of firing Dr. Nya got nothing to do with the man, respect or nothing. It has to do with the money they were expecting. So greedy people running our country. I will deal with that. Tonight, they must say, we are bamboo with Divacola. What kind of business is the Unity Party? That all y'all want to do, just eat. Y'all remember they were going, there's some kind of disease in Liberia. They wanted money from the international community. And Dr. Chris, that's what he does. That's his business. He came out and said, my people, no disease here. They zip it. They got there because the money they were expecting, the money come. Because Chris them were told the people, say, my people, you want to send us money, that's fine. But it shouldn't be for this because there's no disease here. That's all this thing about. This is nothing else. Who in Liberia, among the Liberian politicians that don't know Dr. Chris Newman, that don't know Dr. Newman, Dubanya, who in Liberia that he used to be a student leader. He's smart, but he less stupidity. He's smart, but he's not a praise singer. Eh? You can't see that's some of the things you think I will go to Liberia. Why I know the kind of work I'm doing here. Tommy, so good evening, my brother. Thank you for joining. We appreciate it. I told the man, I said, the man who's going to help me to do it in here now. The other day, he kicked me. He came on my show. Tommy? The young man came on my show. Then he kicked me out because he's a CEO. He kicked me out. I just told him, one word I told him, I said, you want to kick me out? Because he went threatening something. He said, I will come to Sacramento and beat you. I said, you want to, I come and call my brother. He zipped it straight. He brought me back home. So I got you now, Tommy, as my threat. Anytime he starts with me, I'll call your knees, scare straight. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you for jumping. No, but Tommy, on a very serious note. These people, this young man, this young Liberian scientist, he has been winning a war because of his work. Where else has he not? This is a young man who invented machine to detect different diseases. You think you're disgracing? You ain't disgracing. You disgrace yourself because of your greediness. What kind of bull? What bull? You're able to make decisions on your own? So, President Baka, I'm disappointed in President Baka on this one. There is no question asked. This one tonight, I'm very disappointed in President Baka. Okay? These board members, what were they when Ebola came? What were they? What were they when what's his name? COVID-19 were there. So let me put this up on people. I will go out there myself. We're on it tonight. They myself will on it tonight. No question. What kind of business is this? Let me put this up, my people. You watch, you look at this. Look at this. Okay, look at this. It said President Joseph Waka Wednesday dismissed Dr. Dubé Christopher Nya from his post. And if you put this young man's name in Google, you will see all he was on Mr. Soul show some time ago and had an interview. Mr. Soul had a beautiful interview with him. But that's not about that. This is a young Liberian, future leader of the Republic of you think you disgrace him? And you want young people to come over there so they can kowtow to you? So they can bow down to you because you're board chair and board whatever? I'm the only board chair that I think people are supposed to bow down to. I better be careful what I say about these board chairs because myself a board chair too. No, man. You know, I gotta be careful what I say. But I don't care. I don't care. If Alfonso can throw me out, I don't care. I will say it anyway. I'm the board chair. Of course, I'm the board chair. But, I'm not the real board chair. The real board chair in Liberia. But I'm the board chair anyway. I can claim any title. But on a very serious note, look, go back to history and read. I think about a year or so, they said there was a disease that was in Liberia. So the board, according to the story, the board members were all engaging with partners. And when on their stuff, they said the man he talked to a partner without involved that way it got nothing else. So they was talking to the partners, international partner, that disease is here. And we will need, so they were getting ready to send huge amount of money because they didn't want no disease in Liberia. That's what they were waiting for. Chris Jimmer went and told the partners to say, okay, y'all hold on. Let me and my team look into this. They looked into it, there was nothing. You remember he went all over the country. So what you want a young man with highly respected in the international community to lie for you so you will eat money. Eh? To disgrace himself among his peers so you will eat money. Eh? What kind of shameful business you have to come bring ourselves to? I'm very disappointed in the father of the nation. I would think President Baka would say, you know what, let me talk to him. I don't know if he have done that. Bring Christ to your house. He's your son. Father of the nation. Bring Christ to your house. He said, what going on? Look how you're so highlight what's going on here. And let Chris explain to you. Maybe he did that. I don't know that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the people. I only support President Baka, but I don't know that. Okay? No. Rescue 2. I'm not saying that he was dismissed. If it's in the right, President Baka has the right to dismiss. Even me, I'm not even working for him. He can dismiss me right now if he wants. It's his right. Okay? But let me go on. So when the man went back, he said, partner, you look at me. So he wrote the partner to say the disease that people talk about. Because, okay, y'all say the man tell you, when you were running to the partner to send your money, you ain't even tell the man. You know the man got character. The man is an outstanding Liberian. Folks, if you don't believe it, y'all go put Google, y'all go to Google. Y'all put his knee in there, and you will see the different video. I did research, and the last video that will come out is LPR on him on LPR speaking with Mr. So, the most intellectual. Let me don't praise him too much now before he can't say something here tonight. He thinks I like it, I like it, but the most intellectual journalist among us. He interviewed Dr. Chris Newman. Mr. So. Enough of praising Mr. So. I don't want to praise him too much tonight. But anyhow, let me go on. President Wakai dismisses me. The other one, the deputy, the dismissal. They said the deputy, why investigation in Liberia Rescue 3? Why investigation? Why investigation in Liberia? Where? Man, Rescue 3, I beg you, man. We're trying to build institution. These people, if they did an investigation, one person said, no, I'm not going to vote for that. The rest of the people, it's about that disease because they were hoping to get the money. So jealousy. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say this young man, he's not brashy, he's not he's a smart person. Most of the smart people don't like people like us, stupid people like us. Smart people don't like to deal with us. You see how Mr. So and myself can go ahead because he's too smart. So he let stupid people like me. So I stay around because I can get him out there. But he let stupid people. That's why you see him and say we're going back and forth. So he just like Dr. Yeah. Smart people don't like too much stupidity. And I'm the king of stupidity. That's why I can give Mr. So super problem. Let me tell you the secret tonight. Okay, but let's move on. So, the board members that have money that Dr. Nyang took from their mouth, that what pissed them off, it got nothing to do with. Let me read this thing here so you will see. Okay, let's see what the reason. President Waka decision, okay, blah blah blah. You got that one. Let's see. Okay, Dr. Nyang is a well known. Okay, let's see. The board stated that the Director General is hereby recommended for removal. Okay, but let's go. In February, the board had previously suspended him according to them. But I mean, reason, I'm trying to find a reason here. I don't want to read the whole thing. Notable achievement. Renowned medical scientist, inventor, and public health expert in Liberia. Liberian young man. Okay? Honor his leadership. This entity received accommodation from the robust response to the MAPAX outbreak happened here one time. Like they outbreak, the people they wanted money. Liberian politician, Liberian leader, all they want money. Money. If you know you're broke, just like church rack, why you can't do just leave President Baka and don't let him find people who will not steal and who will not try to be corrupt. You ain't got fasting, then they put you in position. You want to use this young man, the man got repetition. For your stealing business, you want to put your character on the line for you. You are trustworthy people. Why would he want to put his line on his character on the line for you? For what? For what? For what? You want to say, yeah, there's a disease when he know there's no disease. And you come here and say the man, you don't involve bull, you don't involve bull here, you don't involve bull there. Eh? You ain't involve what bull? You're no bull business. I board chairman here. I on that platform. I'm the board chairman. You don't know anything about board business? As Mr. So would say, you board chairman, why you can't go out and bring money for us? So we'll do good business. I don't know how kind of board. A big mob bull. I get a bull from the entity from the HNA, whatever they call it. I'm just like them who got so big mob. We can't do nothing. That's also us. Both members know each other. We know each other real well. But what kind of business is, my people? On a very serious note, these were the same Liberian politicians that ruined these young people's lives. And many of the young people that are doing well in the diaspora today, if they were not strong people, Liberia would have been dead. Y'all went over there in the country because y'all wanted greed, y'all want power and money. Y'all took war to the country. Y'all took war to the country. The war came, and y'all ruined these young people's lives. Ruin young people. Plenty of young people die. You put them on drugs to fight for you. And some of the young people decide to come outside of Liberia and be able to do these kinds of work to come back and help. Y'all get disease, breakout disease right now. Who y'all get over there? Who y'all get? Who y'all get to do? They come bring one of the chairman of the board, deputy chair of the board now to go and oversee. She know how, and she know the way. How come she didn't take it before? How come she didn't take it before? What kind of business is this? Why do we behave towards each other like that? But this one, I'm highly disappointed in President Walker on this one. The father of the nation. He's still the father of the nation for me. Why did he not approach this young man? Take him out of town. Take him all the way to foyer. He said, son, what am I hearing? What happened? And let him explain to you. You know his work. You know his capability. If you have a disease, outbreak disease right now, the people that you're poison you put at the Ebola, or just because God live in America, I mean God live in Liberia, Jesus, I mean God live, Jesus live in Liberia, in Monreal, that all you're doing depending on. Eh? Why do we behave towards each other like this? Young men like that, you dismissing him because he did not live out to the to article. And the good thing is, most of the young people you have dismissed, President Baka, most of them are corrupt. You dismiss them because of corrupt behavior. Not him. According to the bull, he was working, and most of the time he don't get a bull involved. He don't consult her. Eh? You don't. You sit on. You're on your own. I send a link. Moses. You're on your own tonight. I send a link. Okay. You are working, and Moses. I send a link. You check it out. The President Baka going to dismiss the investigation been going on. Yeah, I agree. But for Christ's sake, you come here and you want young people to come back and The only people that the young people that will be trooping back there to you are people who want to be praise singer because they cannot make it here. This man can go any part of the world, make decent living. You don't even get money to pay him over there. But because he refused to allow you to steal from the international community, they'll come by and say the bull say a man was not able, he was not able to comply. He does stuff, he doesn't consult the bull. Your board member there, if you're not consulting the board, why can't you have a meeting with him, with the president? You say you recommended him. We better pray to God, no disease break, no outbreak over there. Because that's his specialties. That's what he does. Well renowned all over the world. People know him. You think you're disgracing? You're not disgracing. You're disgracing your greedy self. I say so. I say so. What kind of business is this? What kind of business is it? You want young people to leave for here to come and contribute. They want to come over there because they don't some of the, and I tell you right now, you better be ready. Most of these young people that are going to be coming there, they are young people that are intelligent. They are young people that are smart. They are young people that are not going to pray sing. And that's why they're not rushing over there. You want them over there. They send you their CV and you look at it. They're not anxious to get job. They are coming there to help you move the country forward. They are not there for praise singing. So you take all kind of nyama nyama people and put them over there to call them a bull? I beg you, man. I beg you, man. What kind of business is it? My man, y'all move from here with your investigation. Your family to sit down. What investigation in Liberia? Investigation. Mostly when you talking about investigation here, then you can say, but what investigation? No, don't swallow them. They can't say call the investigator. Oh, cayenne pepper either. Then they call the investigator. I beg you, man. I beg you, man. What you people did was wrong, and I'm very disappointed in President Walker. To be honest with you. He's my father, but I'm disappointed in him on this particular one because there's no reason. If right now, if there's an outbreak in Liberia, what you would do? You're able to do a serious investigation. This man was not only leading an entity, but he was also impacting young Liberians, showing them how to investigate. This young man, showing them how to investigate. I can't talk about Bo say, Bo say. I'm the Bo chairman. I know how Bo behave. And yeah, me, I constituted a investigation here. With Caesar being the leader. Yeah, where you think I want going? What kind of business is this? Unbelievable. It all have to do with y'all remember about 6 months ago. Let me take this thing down, bring Terry in here. I think Bamboo getting ready to debacle. I'm not gonna sit down tight on this one. Bamboo will debacle tonight. Terry, good evening. Thank you for joining me. Y'all remember some time ago there was some news about outbreak. The bold people then they ain't talk to the chairman. They're going to the international community. Hey, I think we need to get some money because they want we think so you Craig, you want to tell you say you hold your money. I beg you. I'll say I'm not send money, but let me look into it. He looked into it, there was nothing. He told them no outbreak here. They got vexed. They got vexed. I can't talk about say bullshit. What bullshit? I will try my best to invite Chris Nya here. Let him talk to us about it. You want to bring young people to come to Liberia to work for you and do good. You got money to pay Chris Nya. You got money. He dead almost pro bono where you think you disgracing. You ain't disgracing. You never even touch him. A young man is trying to help you, and you're there doing all kind of things because the boy he ain't respect the boy. What boy? Don't my swallow boy there. I want, but you come to can't throw my people in there. You know the boss. Yeah? What kind of business? Let me bring in Terry. Terry, good evening. Welcome. What on your mind? Good night. Yeah.
It looked like the way you slept the way you slept last night, the dream you had were not good though.
No, no,
Because
no, no. Terry, these people can really get to me, to be honest. These people can get to me sometimes. You know, I mean, they because they have the power. There are times, Terry. And let me be honest here. There are times. There's a saying back home. But you grew up in Montreal, so you will not understand it. You know what I mean by bush father? When they
no,
go brushing, you never saw people brushing before
I've seen people brushing in
in
the
group,
interior.
in group, and
Yeah.
the guy who's ahead of them can wear some stuff on his hair. And they call him bush father. He the one can be brushing. People follow him. Okay, that cry speaking. I don't know the English. They call him bush father. Grabba. That cry, heavy cry speaking English here tonight. I can't help you. You will call him bush father. So this guy, right? That's a saying. At the end of the day, when they finish brushing, to make sure that he still got power, that anybody want to invite them, he's still ready to go tomorrow. So the stick, most likely the stick, most of the time it's like maybe 2 inches or 3 inches thick, and they cut it and they bend it. It take about 4 or 5 men to bend the stick, and the guy would dance around that stick and dance and dance. No shield, remember. So all the tongue, they can't even do nothing to him. Without tongue juking, they can't even do anything to him. But he would dance around. Then he take a sharp knife and go up. Boom. One cut. Boom. That steak. Boom. Cut straight. But there's a saying about that. They say the way the bushfire, the way you carry your hand up, if you don't know how to bring your hand down, controlling your power, if there's any turn around that steak or some sort of how do you call it, whatever it is around that steak, will cut you.
Mm.
This is exactly what the bold people have done because they have the power and the bold on the bold, whatever it is, rule on their hand in their bike. Moses, yeah, Terry, yeah. Moses, yeah, Terry, I send a link. Terry, how you get a link? That's not secret. Moses, you see me on broom here flying. I just finished praying to God. So I beg you. I'm magic. I can play here. Okay. 10-4, 10-4. Yeah, oh, okay. You can call your 24 tonight. You people myself will not know 10-4 tonight. No Guma here. So, Terry, the boy and President Bakai has the law on their side. I'm not disputing that. The president have the right to fire and hire anytime. Even here, something to you can call here tomorrow and say, Mr. To. I say, yeah, you're fired. But you employ me. I don't care. You're fired. He has the right to do that. But in this case, there are times I'm arguing. There are times as the leader, as the father of the nation, there are certain group that you want to maintain. One of them is this young man, smart, intelligent, highly respected internationally. Some time ago, they said there was a breakout, and he investigated and said there's no breakout. The money they were supposed to send, the whole of money that was paying people up. And then President Bakai too. In the meantime, instead of calling the man, he has done it twice or so now. Take these young people that you yourself brought on board to help you. If you feel that these young people are doing something that is not right, or people are telling you, take them to foyer. You and them, that your children, take them to foyer and have a conversation with them. They respect you. That's why they join. They respect you. That's why they sit with you. It's not about the money. How much you going to pay Dr. Chris over there in Liberia that he can make outside of Liberia? You fire him, you relieve him. He can tell his colleague, I went there to help the people refuse. And he will still make more money than he would have made in Liberia. But he wanted to help. And y'all come here and say, young people must come over there to help you. In the meantime, y'all want them to be a praise singer. There are some young people that are very intelligent. They're not going to be praise singer. They'll be truthful. This is what my anger is here tonight. Let's hear from you. while I take my sip
So
of
actually,
ginger.
is a difficult thing, Deborah, because people can actually be professional people and still not have the ability to run an institution. And from what is being read here, it's that the man's have its inability to be efficient. So he exposes corruption according to Front Page Magazine
Hmm.
in January
Hmm.
without any backup from the government in regards to whether if they true without any verification, because normally journalists supposed to verify the information. I don't know.
But Terry, I beg you, not
Yeah,
tonight.
but wait
I
now,
beg
labor.
you, I beg you. You
Wait,
must
wait
not
now,
tonight.
wait.
Are journalists
Because
supposed to
you
verify whether the man is
yeah,
corrupt
no,
or not?
no, the journalist supposed to verify the
Who are
information,
they?
whether
Who are
if
the
the
journalists?
info
Like people
front
like
page
me?
and at front page Africa said that the man raised concerns about corruption. He fired some people in the office, and at front page said it. But let us go back to the DEA, the LDA. Remember between Fadika and Poma?
Yeah.
What happened between them was not on the business of them stealing anything. Fadika is a professional guy from America,
Hmm.
but he had attitude problem. He couldn't work with Poma. And because of that, the president talked to them. The first time the broker, the president went and talked to them, they couldn't make it. They brought investigation. The president went to the investigation. The only reason you and I knew what transpired was because the information were all out there. What if this is the same scenario with this man, not being able to work with the people in the area?
Let
Because,
me let me hold you right there. I am getting ready to tell you real truth tonight.
yeah, go ahead.
Mr.
I'm listening.
So is my little brother, but he doesn't like stupidity. He doesn't like stupid people. That's why I hear myself. We don't get along. I'm giving it to you straight. I'm giving it to you straight because you always want things to do to be sensible. And most of the time, I come out here as I'm the most. He doesn't like that. But I'm his older brother, so he can't dismiss me. People like the smart people. You're the smart people. You don't like stupidity. And most of the board member there, okay, they have no interest of moving this country forward. You know what pays them off? I'm telling you right now, the story that I got. You know what pays them off?
What
It's
pays them
because
off?
some months ago, a few months ago, there was an incident where they say, "Oh, there was a breakout in Liberia." You heard that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Monkey Park.
monkey pie, whatever it was. He told at that time
I
the
saw
same
him on TV.
okay the same board people, the blue went behind him, according to the story, and told the international community, the monkey pie, whatever Goliath pie or whatever German pie that were coming, we can help your guy to send us some money. So when he heard about it, he didn't even contact the board people. He contacted the international community that was involved and said, "Hold on to your money. Let me and my team do some investigation." And he is respected in that area. When he did the investigation, he found out there is no chicken pie or monkey pie or gorilla pie or what chicken, whatever pie it is. There was no pie. The only pie in Liberia called pie. So he told, yeah, I'm telling you. So he told the international community, no pie, no pie here, no pie here. That what pissed these people off.
Oh God. Liberal.
That what pissed them off.
Liberal. That one there that the inside gossip that you got. But does it constitute what really transpired? Because the president still kept him there from the time you're talking about he was still on the job. But maybe there was some other things also that he tried to create, confusion in the department that made the people were not able to work with him.
The
You see?
man,
And here is the thing here. It's not bad. If what you're saying is true, the president did not fire him because of that.
no,
He controlled the virus because I saw the guy, he looked very smart.
very
He controlled the virus, they regulated those things, they made sure that things came under control. And the president did not fire him with all the allegations raised and all those things. He fired some people, the president did not fire him. But this time around, The president had to take decision because probably there are some leaders that actually love to usurp authority. And I think that is what he was doing, and it was getting out of hand.
No.
And
The,
the president moved now to take
no,
disciplinary action on him.
the president have the right. I'm not questioning the president authority. Let's get it right. I'm not questioning that. My thing is, my thing is, these board members, they have the law on their side. And this young man, if you go and do some serious research on him, he even have issue with CDC here in the United States. When he did
Okay.
that patent, when he did that, when he invented some stuff, and they wanted to apply it the way the scientists here think that, and he said, no, I invented this is how it's supposed to be. Second thing, you have to understand that this young man used to be a student leader for LDO, for Christ's sake.
But labor now, you see where you going now?
No,
You
I'm
see where
saying
you can shoot yourself in the leg?
no. I'm just giving it to you. I'm being very
But
truthful.
you know what student leaders can do, right?
Yes, I agree. I'm not saying that he's angel. That is not my point. I'm not saying that he doesn't have chip on his shoulder. I just told you what Mr. So can do. Mr. So don't let stupid people. I'm stupid. He let me.
No,
So
I
you
don't
see.
think so.
Okay, tell you.
I don't. I
Oh,
don't think.
okay. Tell you.
The taboo the
Tabula
taboo
rasa.
you and no not tabula rasa but taboo the
Uh,
taboo you and Mr. So yeah, that will keep the network running.
okay.
Without you, the network can't get, because he said no. That why he got you in the corner. You the one
But
that left fire under the pot.
but I got
So
my brother now that just joined us, and he can't make it with that one. He can't make it. He can't make it. So, but anyway,
eh.
that's beside. Yeah. Oh yeah. I will tell you. I will tell you the gossip. I will tell you the gossip. He watching me now. My brother is watching me now. He can't make it. And the other time he came out here. Oh, you're talking taba. I will kick you out right now if you don't stop. I said I'm not stopping. And he kicked me out. Why I told you? I told you. He said I can't even call my buddy. He brought me back right away. He asked question again. He brought me back right away because he knows. He knows.
That one you can listen to,
Oh, he's scared of him. He's scared of that one. Ooh, he's scared of nothing. But anyhow, for me, he listen to me. He's scared of me. But my other brother, he's scared of him. But the point here, Terry, on a very serious note, this young man, I'm not saying that he doesn't have chip on his shoulder. But there are times, as an older person, as someone who cares for the country, there are times you let your ego go so that the young man can help you. Right now, if your guy outbreaking like, bro, we're done. This man was training young people how to investigate an outbreak. You don't have to wait for outbreak kit to come from the United States. These are things. That's what I'm disappointed in the president. These are things I think the president needed to weigh on. What is more important? This man who you're saying now, he now obeying the bold rule. Give it. But what is his contribution? What way? What is more? Now obeying the bold rule that you guys wrote, or doing something to save life in the country? Which one we're gonna go with? And
But
this is what I'm saying.
they both must go together. Ethics in workplace is very vital.
So I agree.
It's
I
very, even in the
agree.
United States, there are certain things
But not
that one I was very surprised for Fadika, Hassan Fadika, who worked in the US, to go with that kind of behavior in the LDA, even though he was a professional guy, effectuating the change that Liberia needs. But look at his ethic, look at his demeanor.
yeah, but
So what you can
but
do in
yes.
America, why
No,
should
but
you
let
do
me
in Liberia?
no. Listen now. Listen. You right now, where you are, when you go to work, the people surrounding you, their behavior will contribute to your own behavior, how you interact with them.
I agree.
So you go to Liberia, especially let's use the DEA. The people coming there, they are shoe mortier. No, I'm giving it to you as true as it is. They got nothing. Every day, they're hungry. And you expect Fadika to come in and say, good morning, folks. Today we're gonna no. He's gonna have to go into their terrain and
So
try to behave like that so that they will understand what way they are.
I agree.
Okay.
But
Now, in this situation, let's go back to this particular conversation. In this situation, Dr. Chris Newbe, yeah, okay, he when the outbreak situation happened, they even the other lady they put there right now, they, in that house you pour her on, hey, oh my people, what I do now? That the kind of people you come to come have in Liberia.
Liberal, we got professional doctors in Liberia. There
Yeah,
are not
where were they?
many.
Where were they?
There are not many. Oh, look
Okay.
at the Ebola. We
Yes.
tackle it. We with
Yeah.
our doctors, our professional doctors that
We
tackle it.
tackle it. We tackle it with
And
international help.
granted, but we
Okay.
tackle it. And
Okay.
anything that happen now,
With
we will
Doctor
still
Tuba.
need international
What's
help.
his name? Tuba Joshua. I think it's near. With people like that.
Yeah.
Yet there are
So
Liberians who are willing to
I
work.
agree. But let us also realize that professional career also come along with discipline. You cannot be indisciplined and expect to be on a job and expect the government to be patient with your indisciplined character.
But that's not the case.
But that is what
That,
I'm reading.
no,
They said
I
that,
agree. No,
that is
but
what
the
I'm reading.
board. Listen again. The board themselves they are corrupt.
Okay, if the board is corrupt, let take the board is corrupt, right? We have the GAC that is responsible to carry on auditing. Why the GAC can audit these people?
It's to
So we can
explain
know
them.
what their standing is to evaluate them and see. Because
Okay.
as we
So he was dismissed not because of corruption.
I agree, but
Okay.
because of
But
his spirit,
many of the people that President Baka have been dismissing is because of corruption. Agree?
no, like the
I
LDA
said
people are
many.
not
I
dismissed.
say
But
all
yeah,
of
I
them.
agree
The
with
many.
you on that
Okay.
one. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Now, here's the thing here. Let me say this again. Which one would we prefer? Somebody who is violating the board rule or somebody who has saved life in Liberia? What do you want?
labor they both need to be corrected.
Okay. Let me now. This is what I'm coming in now.
They
If you let me,
both
I agree
we're not
with you.
short of manpower.
I agree with you. You can't think like that. Not in Liberia. If you see the way you're thinking, we're not short of manpower, then that George we are talking now. If the capable are not available, the available are capable. Now what you saying now, you're not
But
short of
John Weah
manpower.
was right, but he was not the capable. He
Uh,
was not the he was
I
not the
beg you,
capable that was available.
no,
We
leave
have
I
many
don't want
people.
to be. I don't want to
Why
be
you
because
have to go there now? That's the
no.
thing.
Leave it. Okay,
Why
leave it
you
alone. Leave it alone. I don't
okay,
want
let me leave it.
my sweet
Let me
conversation to go somewhere else. Let's leave John. We are out of there. But here's my thing, yet Terry. Okay, maybe because I'm getting old now and I'm getting wiser or something like that. But here's my point: the board member supposed to act.
you're getting wiser, Leroy.
Yeah, the board member.
The political guru.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. So and my Esther, you're gonna bring talent out tonight. Tonight when that talent now will help you, nothing else.
Extra, my nose still growing. So you will find it hard because my nose is growing.
tonight, we will pass the door. Tonight we will bro and pass the door. because I don't know that we all that.
So talk that also to next, just forget it.
Don't forget it, your own will go. But let me say this, they're on a very serious note, right? So the board, especially in the area of medicine, when many of our citizens are dying from common disease that should have been treated, and you have a young man, and these people, the board member, they're aware of his talent. Okay, now who do I want to see? You play football, so I'm not even going to go to national team, but there are some football players very talented, but ugly behavior, and the coach will say, "I will put up with it. I want to win." You're the board chair, you're the board member of this important institution that's supposed to follow incoming diseases to save life. And they all are quite aware of this young man who has the ability to help. However, they also know that this young man used to be a student leader at the LU will not take no nonsense from anybody. They know him. Now, you allow this man to come in, and you find out he's truly who you believe, and they all knew that you saw him acting like a student leader, an activist, instead of a medical doctor. This is where people like me, if I was among them, by this time, Chris Young would have been in my hand as my son. I will work with you, son. But we can't behave like this. We can't do this. We can't do that. You don't challenge him. That's a
Liberal,
wrong attitude.
liberal. You saw what was happening to even between your guy. You even talk about him now. The other time, the guy from the public works, the deputy and Gideon, they were
Hmm.
fighting, and
Yeah,
they almost damaged a lot of stuff.
yeah,
The president was able to put that under control. Like the scenario when you gave about the player, no coach in the world likes a rude and indisciplined soccer player, no matter how well you can play. Okay, the coach will maintain you for a certain game,
yes,
but
yes.
after that game, if you don't
Say again,
change,
say again, say
I
again.
agree with you.
The
He
coach
will
will
maintain
maintain
you
you for
for a
certain
certain
game.
game,
What happened?
but after
What
that game,
happened? Yeah, exactly.
if you continue like that, the coach will bench you.
Yeah, fine. Why is it? Let's do it one at a time. I beg you.
Okay, no
That's
problem.
what
Go
you
ahead.
myself. Let's do it. Let's do it.
But
Don't worry about whether I drink juice
Mr.
or
Moses say, I
Kool-Aid.
know you send it anyway.
Don't
But
worry about it. So the point here is this, Terry. These board members, they know who this man is. You just do a serious research on Dr. Nya. You will find out he's not somebody to get pushed around. He has an issue here with US CDC because he doesn't want people to push him around. He has that in him, but he's very smart. So, like I said, if I were there, right?
is that a Molu type?
Yeah, we go. Yeah, we go. Yeah, we go. And that's the same thing that happened to John Mono. That's why the government going downhill. If
No,
you were to bring
but
people like Mono in this government, your government will be strong. You might not like his behavior.
it
When he
depends
gets
where you
things
put him.
going, he get things done.
It depends where you put him. If you put men of Molu in the place that this guy in, you have to be there. Are certain job labor, you have to be a team player.
Okay, all right. You're not getting this. You're not getting this.
No, I'm
You're not
getting
getting.
it.
Let me go back again. The confusion. If you were to go back to his working place and ask these young people that work with him directly, they will regret him leaving because he was teaching them. The problem is those greedy people. Now, Terry, let me say this again. If I was a board member with with Dr. Nya, knowing his ability to save lives, it's the most critical part. It's my interest to save life. It's not whether the man why he don't like boy, he disrespect boy rule. That's not the issue. At this time, that could have been resolved immediately when the man came in. Hmm? President Bakai, the board member, or what have you. This is none of them. When it first started, the board member decided to challenge him. He challenged them. They said, "Oh, we'll suspend you." Wrong. These people were supposed to take one way helicopter to Foya with Chris Young, with Dr. Young. Go to Foya. Y'all let it zo them cook heavy tawagi. And say, come sit down. Let a man wear that gown, the Foya gown, no share underneath. Say, let's eat. No spoon, we eating with hand. Young will be scared and I say, what's going on? After you finish eating, he's sweating already. The tabaki will have a pepper, sweating already. He says, son, this country depends on people like you. You make people that young them to feel that the future of the country is in their hand. In real truth, you don't push those people away. The only kind of person that are going to be serving over there now, praise singer. Somebody will say, oh, yeah, you're doing good. Bagu, you're doing good. And that's not what you want.
Liberal,
I
that
listen
thing
to
you
you.
that what you're talking, it does not work in a reliable and efficient, effective society. You don't manage people because they're smart. Even me that here on APR, if I behave indiscipline, regardless what present here, APR have the right to remove me from the show.
Oh, we
Because
can't do that.
because yeah,
We
yes,
can't. We can't.
because
No, no, we
because
can't do
listen,
that. Because
yeah,
no,
because
here's the
listen,
thing. Yeah,
they
you
say
can see
they,
some of the comment you can be making here. Hey, man, say I can say where that one come from tonight. But here's the issue. You are very committed.
what I'm
Your
saying, liberal,
commitment level
is
oversee or supersede whatever fault that you might have. Your contribution to this network supersede whatever fault you might have. We can deal with those. I can't
that's
say because I'm a boat. I cannot do it to see you. I'm a boat chair here. What you do to me? Because
yeah,
now I got help now. Watch it from this point on. Just say the liberal say. The man can't talk. Point. You saw him yesterday when I did it with him. They not sure I went there. You know, so he knows. But on a very serious note, Terry. Okay, President Bakai is listening to people that mean no good to this country. Same thing happened here with Kofa. People like Kofa there, people like Dr. Nyan there. These are smart young Liberians that will help you to move this country forward. You bring them on, you bring them around you, and you continue to encourage them to say, you see, I can't even walk straight anymore. But I'm depending on you to do what you can to move this country forward. You now become like a preacher. You become like
liberal,
a preacher to these young people. So they will understand that their help is needed. And
liberal.
whatever behavior they have is destroying those things.
The best way to deal with an indisciplined attitude,
Okay,
or
by
with
you getting out now,
I
you want
come
to
in
get you.
now,
Yeah,
with
okay.
somebody who is not a team player, is
Mhm.
to fire them.
Okay.
You know what the firing will do to them,
Uh,
or the suspension. If you suspend them and they
uh-huh.
refuse to listen, you
Uh-huh.
fire them. That's what JMB did with the DEA people.
Okay.
When you do that, they will remember that for it will
Okay.
serve as a disciplinary action that
Okay.
will help to curtail
Uh-huh.
the next job following.
Okay.
If you
So
don't do that,
mhm.
they will see it. They will see it as the system depends on them, and without them,
Mhm.
nothing can. Without them,
Mhm.
they are indispensable.
Mhm.
And that's why I like the American system.
Mhm.
In the American system,
Mhm.
nobody is indispensable. You
Mhm.
can be smart like what? If you
Mhm.
do indisciplined attitude and go against the handbook
Mhm.
in a job era, they will
Mhm.
discipline you.
Okay. I
Even if
agree.
it costs for them
But
to
let me
fire you, they
let,
will
let,
fire
let me
you.
take it. Let me take it from America and take it back to Liberia now. Let me take it from America and take it back. Okay. Let me bring you even in Liberia and talk about myself. Who able fire me right now? Who able?
But what you doing for them to fire you? You are not
Oh.
disrespectful to
Oh, no, no, but
people.
listen now,
You're
listen
not
now. We went to
rude. You're
meeting.
not
Listen now. Let me tell you, I'm not
indecent.
saying I'm rude, but let me tell you this. We went to a meeting the other day, right? We did a project. I did a project. Okay. So the project we did it, we submitted it, and it was supposed to go for RTL ready to list. And then the contractor started asking some questions. So the question was too many. Now this project, if it was just me alone, no big deal. Those things would not have been there. But they brought other people who have no knowledge. And I told them this. They didn't listen. So they brought other people. Now they think I'm a. So when we went to the first meeting, I told the supervisor, his supervisor, his supervisor. I told them, I said, you know what? These are from my mind. Let me do it. It will not take me long, but I will cover everything. You know what the supervisor said? No, Mr. Samson, no, we can't have that because everybody's gonna have to learn and bring their own and carry their own weight. We just finished. That's almost 2 3 weeks ago. We just finished it. This come Monday. Okay? Every time they send it, they come back with different questions. Every time they send it, they come back. And you know what? We know when the last meeting we went to. So I asked them, I said, even if I don't do anything, what y'all do to me? Yeah, I'm just serious. God, man, I said, what y'all do to me? Oh, it's not about doing anything to you, but we need cooperation. That now you want cooperation? While telling you, you're not listening. So the point here is this. It's not like I'm being rude, but because I know my job,
Granted.
you can't push me around. It's the same thing here, Terry.
Deborah is not the same.
No, Terry. Okay, tell me now. Now that you fired the man, who's gonna suffer? The
They're
man leave
gonna
from that.
they're
Let
gonna
me
find a
finish. Let
replacement.
me finish. When the man finish, I sound like my son Nelson. Nelson will call me. Dad, I say, yeah, I have some issue. I said, what's the issue? Well, this girl here, blah blah. And then I said, okay, let me say, let me finish. Let me finish. You call me to come talk to me. You want me to contribute? Then you say, let me finish. Let me finish. I'm not finished yet. There. And he will go. I said, Nelson, I read that. The same thing now. But anyhow, let go on, Terry. Let go on. So the point here, Terry, is this. This man you're fired. That man can go to Germany tomorrow and he will get job in one of the best research center.
Granted.
The man can come back in the United States and get the best job at any research center. He doesn't need you.
And the government too can hustle for other people too, just like him or more than him,
I agree.
and
I
get and
agree.
go and do the
Why
work.
did he the question? Why he also before?
But if that one will sample the opportunity for Liberians to come home and help the country.
Oh,
But
but
when
that's the
you
kind of
come
thing.
home,
You
but
see,
you come
Terry,
from
when
a
you're
different, you come from a discipline system
I
that have
agree,
developed
Terry.
you to a
You can't
level
throw the
wherein
discipline weight around. It's not going to work.
labor
It's
it
not
has
going to
to
work.
work
No,
because every system that carries a somebody who trying to do things unilaterally and away from the away from the people you're supposed to be working with, you destroy the system. That is not
no,
how you train people to
Terry,
follow your lead.
Terry, Terry. Look, okay, let's go back to John Molu. John Molu that night, he said, "I don't mind coming, but what is a term of reference? What do
But
you want me to? Hold on now, Terry. Let me come in. He said, I don't mind coming in. Well, where is the term of reference? Right? He said, oh, John Molu want in one kind, overtake everything, blah blah blah. And they let John Molu behind. Where you get now? So corrupt behavior.
I agree.
Okay.
John Bolu
And
will have added to the team and boost the team, but the team is
okay.
still working.
Okay. Yeah, but the team
But
is still,
but here is the
but the
thing.
team is struggling.
Yeah, but
We
John
don't
Bolu,
talk. The man can't
yeah,
say, oh, but
but
the
coming
team is
out,
struggling.
John Bolu is a professional.
And so is
John
Dr.
Bolu do
Young.
not only, yeah, but Dr. Young, when last you heard Dr. Young speaking like the way John Bolu would do? When last you heard him talking on anything?
What do you mean?
Like John Bolu now, John Bolu will speak in the confine of what he knows that he brings to the table from a professional
But the
perspective.
man who fought the man, you just say you saw him the last time talking about
Yeah, he
corridor pack.
presented. Yeah, he presented professionally when he went to speak. He did. Went from his expose and from the way he present. I knew that he was a professional doctor with very much
Can you send the
vast.
link to Mose or
You know,
Mose don't want to come in tonight?
I don't have the link. I able to send it to him. I don't know how to do that.
I've sent it already. The way you got it, I don't know why you say you can't get it. But
You
anyway,
say
let's
it's
go.
not in here, Sonny.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. So my thing is, Deborah, is that he prepared professional, but Molu. From the get-go, Malu told you what you needed to do. You were open about it, you went on the show. But if you watch Malu working under Madame Sally, Malu operated in the confine of of his territory. Malu was working with an he was the GSC was an independent or anti-graft institution. So Malu could speak on issues. That is why he could challenge the government. He told Madam Sirleaf that, hey, this thing you're doing is not correct. There was some ministries he went up and said your government is 3 times corrupt. Why? Because there was no accountability. Now, the only place I got problem with this government, what I have problem with this government is the inability to inform the public in regards to the decisions that they're taking. It makes the people to speculate and to conjugate their own thought process and opinion about the matter. And propagandists can use that against them. But because like you say, oh, you fired a man for administrative reason, and you just leave it at that. That shows transparency. If you are a government of transparency and accountability, when you take action, I know most African government does that. Even in America, they fire you. They just say, "Oh, for certain and so reason in government, Trump fire you." They just say for this reason. Maybe it's based on politics, but let the people know why the men were fired. You see, or you want to consider even here to a private job. When they fire you, sometimes they don't tell anybody. They just call you. Only you know why they fire you, and they leave it as that. Even some other jobs, when you apply, they're not going to ask. It's illegal, I think, to ask your job why were you fired. But what I'm saying is that if the government says that the firing of this man was for administrative purposes, liberal, in my opinion, we got to work with it.
I agree.
And you yourself just outlined the man history. But
I
John Molu case is different because John Molu was a professional auditor,
and so
and
is he.
not only that, John Molu was working within every time John Molu spoke, he spoke from an independent position because his institution was independent.
So was this guy? He's a professional. Not only that, Terry. This guy had they were able to win the only award in Africa, the entire continent, medically, according to the report. He's well versed in his area. That's why you let stupid people like me. Doctor, see, this is the thing here you need to understand. Terry, can you forward me the link from your email? Terry, help this man and send him the link, I beg you. Hey, brother, you want to here, you want to talk tonight. I coming close to the show, sir. Music are closing. Terry, you want to follow him? To him?
I tried to see if I can do it, but I don't know
All
if I
right.
can.
While you're trying, let me say this. So the man, Dr. Nya, right?
I don't know his email.
Okay, Mose, put your email out there. So put it up there so Terry can send it to you. Since you can't find my own now. Okay. So Terry, this guy here, right? Dr. Nya, former student leader of LU. Look at Patrick then, Vanilla Patrick. Have you heard of the guy they call Ezekiel Pajbo? Have you heard of him before? Ezekiel Pajbo. Terry,
I
have you
mean,
heard of him before?
it sounds familiar.
He's in South Africa. Former student leader. Have you heard of Community Wizard before?
Yeah, commonly we said.
Former student leader. And I can go on and on. People like Dustin Walter Colley. Have you heard of them before?
Yeah, that's what we
Former
call it. Yeah.
student leader at LU. Once they get in those positions, Terry had a nice email, right? I'm gonna put it up.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Oh, I can see it.
Okay. Once they get to be former student leader, they activate. They continue to activate. They continue to speak on behalf of people who they believe has been wrong. So this guy coming in, you know that this guy is smart. You know he has the ability to move things around. Work with him. Don't fire him. You fire him, that's fine. Look at what happened with Bama Kamara, another smart young man. Look how he left the finance ministry.
I sent it to him.
Okay. Look at what when he left finance ministry. The other person that came in, now you see it, now you don't, you want to be president, all that kind of stuff. Those those are things you need to be guided against, Terry. So I'm saying the president, why he has the right to fire anybody. Like I said, he can fire me right now.
Oh, he can fire you right now?
Yeah. Right now he can fire me. He can stay there because that's his right. He can fire anybody. But the point here is this, Terry. I'll give you an example again about myself. Back in 1981, I had some serious problem in Liberia. Death life or death. I mean, it was this close. No joke. No joke. All joke aside. If it wasn't for people like Thomas Kuwamba, I would have been dead by now. But I'm not going to go into those things. I was coming from Toll Town. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know who I was. I just wanted out of Toll Town. So we passed. We were on this trailer pickup. So we passed Tabata. We're going to Gray. I think I told this story before. The tire, boom, went straight flat on us. The driver doesn't have the jack to lift the car. So we're waiting for the car to come from Banga area or Second Pier area to take them back, take the cardboard back to Tabata so he can get a jack from there and come back to us. No car coming here. We stay there, sitting on the side of the road, 1 hour, 2 hours. So I wanted out of there. So I told these men, I said, look, let the guy have a spare. The guy have to drive not everything can take it out. Let's lift the car, let the guy move the tire. I mean, I'm getting paid for that. People start arguing. What do you want? I can't go in that mud there. I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid. I'm not doing it. I said, okay. We sat down for another hour. Then a car came. He going to Tabata. No phone, no cell phone those days. So he got on to go to Tabata. The car that taking him there, he said he coming back to Ganta area, but in the morning. So no car coming from Grand Union area now. So the car boss said, no, that's the case. I want you to bring my if that's the case. The driver said, then just stay here. Let's just wait for somebody. Hopefully they'll give us jack. So I suggested again. Every one of these men now realize they don't want to sleep on the road. It's getting late. All of us we put together, lifted that pickup. The guy moved the flat tire, put the new one on there, tightened the nut. We were out. It's an interest of the group to survive. They all, not because I was powerful, but we all wanted one thing, and that is to get out of that situation.
Granted.
It's the same thing here. Duwenya coming in, you can say your attitude problem or what have you. I'm not arguing that. Okay? I'm not arguing that. But what is he bringing on the table? What he's bringing on the table is more than what you're giving him. People like me right now, I can give you more in Liberia than what you can give me. So if I was still young, like you and I go in there with attitude. I'm giving you something. You're not giving me nothing. You have to respect what I'm doing. I don't want no interference.
Granted.
And before
you
this,
can be.
look, if you go back again, go and look at his interview with Mr. So. You kind your conversation came about. And what did he say? He said he's not going to allow anybody, if you had an opportunity, he's not going to let people to interfere in his work. He said he worked so hard to be to the position that to allow politicians to be involved, to be interfering in his work. It's a science work. Unless you have a degree in those areas, unless you're able to work in those areas, what he's doing, you have no business of interfering.
Yeah, but Deborah, you don't know the intricacies of the kind of interference or the kind of mismanagement when it comes to observing teamwork that he was doing at the area that led to him being dismissed. President
I just
Bota.
told you why they did that. They're
Yeah,
greedy people.
no, but that's speculation.
Okay.
That is not based on real facts
All
because you
right.
don't have all the facts. Maybe somebody call you and tell you, oh, labor, because you already have built sentiment for this guy because
There we go.
the way he presented on Mr. Social, you have already concluded that this is the guy. And that is where I'm differing with you tonight. That not because you saw somebody speaking very well, the expose is good, and the professional person, that means they do the same thing on the job. Those are two different things. So you got to also see, because President Boca is looking for people who are willing to work. If you listen to President Boca's or cabinet meeting, He always spoke like that. He said, look, we must work. President Booker have had several cabinet meetings. And every time he go to the cabinet meeting, he warned his cabinets. He warned them and tell them that you guys have to focus on the job and do the work that the people brought you here for, or else I will fire you. He said that all the time. And I do not believe this guy is not the only qualified, intelligent, and hardworking Liberians that is in Liberia who came from the diaspora. JLB got plenty of people in your government that came from the diaspora that are working.
That is not about that. Look at his credential.
But he also have
Even the
other people in your government that
Minister
got
of Health, the
PhD.
Minister of Health.
Take for example, look at Doctor the guy Tewon Gonglo running mate.
Yabaro.
Have you listened to this guy expose?
Okay.
This is one of the guys in the government that is working. He gets time for politics.
I know
but
that.
He's disciplined. Anytime you listen to that man speak, you part of a Liberian who is educated. So because I'm educated, I should be arrogant? Is that what you're trying to promote? And say we should negate his arrogance and work with him, even though he breaking all the rules because of what he knows? No. Even me, in my curriculum of leadership, no, if a leader, if you carry the perception that because you know this thing, so you can behave arrogant and not work with team. You don't work with leaders. You don't want to work with nobody because you know it more than everybody. That means that you are presenting yourself as indispensable, and one day you can stand up to me as your boss, and you can obstruct my function. You can usurp my authority because you think that you're indispensable. Without me, nothing can be done. I'm the only qualified, educated person in the room. And that is not true, because you still have many Liberians, thousands of them out there that work for what they know, and they are willing to contribute. It's not because they're not on Facebook and they're not coming to the public, so that means they're not available. And a government, you can lobby and hustle for people who are equipped just like the doctor there with the expertise and discipline. But I will not, as a church leader, I will never support arrogance in leadership, pride, because I know the job, so I'm indispensable and I can do whatever, and expect for me to have a free ride. That I would not support. If that was what happened, I'm not saying that what happened, but if that was what he did on the job that worried him to be dismissed, I would support the president on the dismissal aspect. But if that was not the case, and he was dismissed wrongfully because people went and gossiped him because they were stealing and he was trying to do the right thing, I myself would slash against the government and say that the president did not do the right thing by dismissing this man, because this man is educated and he came to fix the problem. If he were like John Molu, I would tell you strictly that the president is in error. But in my opinion, from what I'm observing, from what you're saying, it's not the case, Libra.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Moses, same way, nobody gonna answer your question here tonight. You better come in. Okay, Moses asking a good question. Where is it?
But I sent him the link. I don't know if he got a link. But according to the law, according to the act, go and read the act, Mr. Sigmund, that established the function.
Thank you, Terry. Again, folks, Samson to Labro Pablito. We're going to take a quick commercial here, and hopefully you will be able to join us. Terry, thank you. Let me bring in this commercial, please.
Hey, you. It's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map, explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now, visit our site, scan the QR code, or just call today.
Again, folks, Samson to Labra Pabrito. We're gonna move on to the next subject matter. All right, Mose, you can't come in. But good luck. But Terry, let's move on to the next subject matter here. Um, the issue of
Okay, Libra, before we go, I want to read this because this is the information that is on the website, on the web
okay.
about this thing. It says here that few between leaders, the dismissal followed months of public tension between Dr. Yang and the Minister of Health, Dr. Louis Cotto, over management and operational direction within the health sector. Controversy and investigation. The move came after a period of escalating conflict, which included allegations against Dr. Lincoln regarding the unauthorized removal of NPHIL property. A previous investigation into financial and administrative irregularities led to Dr. Lincoln's suspension in February 2025, though the president
That's
ultimately
the
chose to
deputy.
dismiss both leaders. Yeah.
That's the deputy.
So there were actions that were taken, or there were things he and somebody were having this feud. There was a feud between the two of them, the doctor of Ministry of Health. And this thing went on for months. So it tells you that the president got involved and still almost like what was happening to public works, almost like what was happening to the DEA, and now it's happening to the health sector. So if the president don't take action, these leaders will think that the president is weak. Deborah?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Again, folks, Samson to Terry, let's move on to the next subject matter here. And this one, that's the one that will boost our rating tonight. CDC not break ground. Or CDC the ground broke them or they break the ground. Terry, talk to me on that one. What do you know about it?
Well, to be honest, you see, one of the things I don't really like about this politics thing in Liberia is very, very, it's just all about hate. It's all about, hatred and building up tension. And if we don't deal with it sooner, it might escalate. And I may end up agreeing with you in the end that Liberians, if we're not careful, we may end up going back to the days of old, which I don't want to agree with you on, but I will end up having to agree with you because the tension that is building. Because CDC came out and said the breaking ground, Unity Party chairman too said the breaking ground too in December. What kind of craziness is that? So why you didn't plan to break ground? I was saying you got to wait until CDC say the breaking ground before you come to and say you're breaking ground. What's all the breaking ground aspect, right? It's just a mess because
Terry, let me hold you right there and bring in Cisco too, please.
yeah.
Cisco, Cisco, yeah, we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead, Terry.
How you doing, Cisco? So
Hey, how are you, Terry?
good. So
How are you,
breaking ground.
Mr. To? How you doing today? How you guys doing?
Not doing that great.
Hey, God.
The puppet disappointed in disappointed in the puppet today. Not that great.
For what again?
Yeah. We passed that station already.
Ah,
Yeah.
hey, you want me?
So, but anyway, yeah.
You got, you guys are
never
there.
I
talk, Cisco.
purposely left you out because I don't want you coming here. I told you know who. I said I don't want to go on my show tonight. Say what?
Oh,
I
boy.
said yeah. I read my mouth.
You know you don't want me here. That's not true. That's not true.
Liver, so the breaking ground here, two things involved, right? One, you celebrating breaking ground where you have not put one stick in the ground. You breaking ground, that breaking ground thing could last for more than I don't know how many years. You could be breaking ground for the next 50 years, for the next 1 year, for the next 2 years. You breaking ground, do you show your followers the deed to the land that you breaking ground for? Number two, uh, I think that I will celebrate with CDC if they are cutting the ribbon to the structure that they're breaking ground for. I'm not going to celebrate breaking ground because, in my opinion, breaking ground is nothing. Anybody can break ground. You can put a shovel anywhere. I go Nana to Bull when in town, I put shovel there, I break ground. But The structure,
Generally, body island.
you know. So the structure, when you opening the structure and we're cutting the ribbon, that is where the masses need to come outside. But you just breaking ground. The people didn't see the deed or the land, didn't see the property you breaking ground for. You say, oh, CDC breaking ground, then you breaking the whole mass outside.
How many people are out there?
No, the people say they're coming outside on the 18th, which is the day they're supposed to break ground, which is day after tomorrow, Saturday. So they say they're going to black traffic. I see Gregory Como. He confused the place here right now. He's talking about putting people all outside. In my opinion, that Saturday, lead the people, let it go break their ground with the masses. Or else you do
No,
something
they're
stupid, it will
directing
create
traffic.
problem.
But Gregory didn't say
That my
anything.
own.
He only directing traffic where the car should
You
pass.
see that one of the reasons why
That
I
my
don't want
own.
you to come up. God, no. My tap tonight, you are
That
going
my
to post saying, but
I'll
let's
post
hear
your
that my own.
career.
yeah, let's hear from you. Let's hear from you. Good evening. Thank you for joining. What's on your mind?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. It's what on my mind or what the discussion is.
What is the one we're discussing? Let's contribute to that.
You want me to bring up what on my mind?
Mm-mm. No.
What
no,
on my mind is your Senator Snow.
You know him?
What? It looking like she came with fire. Let me leave it out.
You know him?
Any man a senator, they say if I know him.
But turn the picture up to your left, the camera to your left, because your name is blocking your face. More, a little bit more. All right, go ahead.
It's okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, what's on my mind is the issue with Senator Snow today. I don't know whether you listened to him today. He came out stating that the information ministry is involved in it's not doing their function. Rather, they are using taxpayer money and not working as it should be. If I may be exact in what the exact word he used.
So he's saying that they're using taxpayer money to cause man costs?
But no, you see, that's the thing. I don't know where they come from with their man costs and power costs, because this guy saying it and people just follow it and say somebody causing man costs and power costs. I've been looking to see what the man cost is. I ain't see any man costs. I ain't even see any uncle costs, neither child costs. And I keep hearing somebody causing man costs.
Well, when you go on the platform, you do well, because people will interpret.
That's what I'm saying. No, you asking that question, because for me, when people say things, I like to go, and check to see if that exists or somebody committed that act.
I yet to be Tabata and that Tabata I can talk about. So you want to check, go ahead and check. But me, I don't check. That's why I talk.
No, that's why you gotta be careful what you put in. Oh yeah, because anything you say here, people are gonna find out what you're saying, whether it's true or not. Yeah.
Okay, let you from you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Are you just pushing me like this? Okay. So they say one who comes with what is that quotation? Ones who come with equity, or one who come to have equity, or I don't know exactly the quotation, but I'm like,
must come with clean hands.
We come with clean hands. Okay, thank you, Terry.
Let me bring in the broom man, because you'll be flying all over the place here tonight. We can't even see you, sir.
I don't know the broom man. The man are broom man.
But look how you come. You see how you flying all over.
Yeah, I think Mr. Singer, you need to take that program for it on your background, because it can obstruct you.
I can't see you.
If you don't have a green background, and use it. That's what happened.
Now you good. Now you good.
Y'all won't give me hard time. That
I know. I know that. Every time I put on my phone, once I don't have the green background, it is obstructed like that.
No, the thing about it, if the light is not good enough, then it does that. The light in, and I don't like to talk in the light too much. I like to talk in the dark smoke.
Okay,
I'm not gonna touch that one.
Just leave that one there.
That one I'll leave it with you. Go ahead, Sis Kotu.
Okay,
Sis Kotu, turn the camera around a little. Sis Kotu, turn the camera some more now. Your
I don't
name
know
is
what happened
lacking.
to my camera. I don't know, Mr.
Keep turning. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Yep.
Turn it to, yeah, keep going a little bit more. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead.
It's good? Is it good now?
Yeah.
We can see everything now.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I see, that for me, what I was looking at is like this. Snow comes out to say that somebody in government is not doing the right thing. Then I'm looking at Snow, like he is a senator, and he is been a taxpayer money paying him also. And he comes on government institution or on radio and says that he want this government to fail. Is he the right messenger now to be talking about?
When he told you that one? When Snow said that one?
Snow said right on air that the argument was all going on in the city, that he wanted for this government.
To death. Snow, he said that one.
No, he
It's
said
still there. I'm just talking about one.
How you say that, Mr. Tuto? We all listen to the thing and he said, Snow, he said that.
The man said it a while ago.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's a man who is a senator, a certain senator. He is representing Liberia internationally. So to make that kind of statement.
Okay.
Yeah, just it's somebody that's supposed to make such a statement. And I think what he would have done to give that message to somebody today that would have stood there and let it be, somebody of credit or credible person that we could listen to. But for me, I was like, where is he coming from when there's know that somebody making statement that is not credible? And then he left there and said, after somebody called Baka shot, whereas Baka and somebody is calling, the minister is calling the person Kume shot, and whereas Kume is, Baka is shorter than the man. Are you not saying the same thing?
Yep.
Then you criticizing the president, Then I was like, something is wrong with Snow. This politics thing have blinded their eyes so much to the point that the job they go there to do, right now what we think here about is how to create job for the youth. What idea have he brought to the Senate? What idea is he putting there forth? Right now we're talking about discussing the budget. What idea putting in in the budget that will help the Liberian, the typical Liberian, the young Liberians, to create job for them? But we see all of them as self-interest group. Right now, the only thing they're requesting for is how they should get their benefits and how they should get well pay. They're getting whatever salary they have. They don't care about what other people not getting job. What is about that statement? Is that a policy thing that you come in to bring to help the people of Liberia? I think that was not his place. That's why on my plate right now.
Okay, do me a favor. Bend that camera down. Let the camera look downward a little bit, because when you after the show you watch it, you will really be very yourself, because your name is covering almost your face. People can see you. So turn the camera to your left, or to your, here we go. A little bit more. Okay, right there. Leave it right there. I hope it don't fall back again. Let me bring in.
It's stable, but I don't know. What is it?
It's good now.
The camera acting like me, and not stable.
No, I'm using a tablet tonight. That's why I don't know.
You're coming further again.
You're good now. You're good. I think you're just good in our position.
Yeah. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Moses, let's hear from you. Make it short. So
don't start with me today, because
Moses, you just come in. We're getting ready to go.
I just come in. Don't start with me today, Mr. Toe.
Okay, let's hear from you.
I will go way back to Rhode Island.
Let's hear from you, big one. I don't want to go to Rhode Island. I don't got no good memory for me. That I play the people wrap me in a blanket and send me back to Labrador. So I beg you. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, but so I listened to the conversation earlier about the termination of this guy from the Department of Health. And I can tell you. And I asked the question, since when do we have board of directors overseeing ministerial positions, ministerial entity? And then Terry tells me it's in the act. Go and check it. Who passed that act? Because I never knew any ministry or agency outside of autonomous agency like LPRC that were running in the way that I was running and not a full government ministry, not administratively. They always had directors, just like the oil refinery. Since when do we have board of directors? And what I understood when I went to laboratory,
but Moshe, I don't mean to interrupt. This
yeah,
position is not a ministry. It's not a ministerial position.
exactly. But he works for the ministry.
Yeah, it's under the head. They have minister. It's the head of the board.
I see where you're going. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Why do we have board of directors for the Department of Health? It's just baffled me. When I went home and I heard about the formation of all of these boards of directors, I asked the questions. And they told me it was created right after the war, when Ellie came to power, so that it could serve as a subsidy for pay. And every time they have these quarterly board meetings, people get paid $5,000 to $7,000 to complement their low salaries. And I told them my own view on that was that was wrong. That's not important. So for them to pass an act that doesn't work for administrative reason, it's just totally new. It should be kicked out. Why do we have board of directors making recommendations to the president to fire somebody that works directly with a ministry? You tell me the minister is not capable enough, or the president cannot communicate with the chief executive of his various departments and ministries? I don't think we have more than 15 ministries.
Thank you.
So you cannot communicate to these 15 individuals less to be able to function? And you got all these boards set up? It's just a total replication of duties and trying to compensate people for nothing that they do. And the board got power over the ministries, over the ministers, to be making recommendations. I'm just concerned about that.
Thank you.
Administratively, that's crazy. The other thing is that we see a lot of stuff going on. I have so much on my plate today that I need.
But we're not gonna.
I'm not going to hold you because you refuse to send me the thing just that you always do with where to.
No, we're on that on.
I will tell the CEO.
Okay, let's hear from you, Sissy. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, so it's nice to be here. I actually came on to talk about the CDC headquarters thing.
Oh,
the other part about the firing of my good friend from Enfield, he's remaining mute, and the government is remaining quiet. And so, to quote my uncle, the philosopher Thomas Fala, if it doesn't work, I doesn't respond. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Don't be disrespecting your uncle at all.
Look people smart, but the other one, is he a guinea pig?
If it doesn't work,
at this
point, it doesn't work. Until it can work, I will not respond. But look, let's say a few things here. Look, I know. I mean, all my Gizi Papino will be me there and then, bro.
No, but Thomas Fala Gizi is actually from Guinea.
It doesn't matter. I say Gizi man. Yeah, what culture?
I know.
Guinea Loma, I say Loma.
I know.
So,
they got some Guinea Loma too.
Yes, yeah. We do have Guinea Loma, got Guinea Pele. Because of our borders, right?
Yeah.
Guinea and Lofa.
We got African crown too.
Yeah. So anyways, I think it is very important for our democracy that the most influential and most populous current opposition political party in Liberia, which is the CDC, the numbers are there, this is not arguable. I think it is very healthy for our democracy that they have a headquarters where they can, I mean, I hope they don't gather in the other way that they used to just gather to make noise, but that they can be able to go to and actually proffer plans and proposals that can either counter the government, because it's only when we have a diversity of views and opinions that are based in logic that a country can move forward. So to have, we all can joke around about the CDC, but to have the most recent ruling party not have a headquarter, I don't think that helps Liberia. So I think I'm happy for them. To be very frank, I just hope their stuff goes well and that it doesn't, mimic what happened when, the former president was just breaking ground, right? We almost had earthquake in Liberia, not building nothing. So hopefully they can build the hair factory that the former president was supposed to build in the Bali Island, right in the backyard, their new place. But on a serious note, I think it's very important that we have that. Look, one thing my brother Moses said,
let me push it a little bit before you go to Moses. Please write down Moses' comment you wanted to respond to. But let me ask you this. You think this so-called turnaround CDC, if there's such thing, do you think Kofa involvement, taking the leadership, does it have anything to do with this?
I think there is a Star Wars series that said the Empire strikes back, right?
Yeah.
The system will always fight you. It is very difficult, and I'm saying this holistically, not just about CDC, but you get into a system where there's already been traditions and cultures of how that system operates. In order to change that on a dime, the system is going to fight back, because there are people who benefit from the old ways of doing things.
Yeah,
it's like going to a ministry in Liberia tomorrow and deciding to institute new policies, new things right away, even if it's beneficial to the people. There are people who have been benefiting or who have become accustomed to the way they operate, and it has become somewhat automatic for them. And to change them, look, we all can talk about change. Humans don't like change. Human beings do not like change. We can talk about change all we want. Human beings do not like change. And so, but I would say this for what I'm seeing about the CDC, and maybe it's just because they're in opposition, but I really want to give them credit. The likes of Kowo as a lawyer, being their acting chair, and the likes of Kofa. When I watched the press conference that they had at the hotel to announce that they have purchased this piece of property, there were fewer chanting, there were fewer Abbas, there were fewer Abbas. They told and say Abbas, tomorrow we're Abbas. There were fewer, right? And because they went directly for the substance and for the meat. And I think if the CDC continues their way, I think they start to earn a lot, they start to get a lot of respect from a lot of people, including me. Because I think there are people on all sides of our political spectrum that have good things to say and good ideas on how we move the country forward. But so if those ideas are kind of canned in a whole Abu say and Getwa and all the other things, then it loses its entire power. So to answer your question, I do think the likes of former Speaker Kofa coming on board brings a different way of leading in the CDC.
So what happened if what you're suggesting, if it's something to go by, what happened to your uncle Jefferson Kochi and then Tabula Rasa? Do those people still think they still have place in the CDC still? You think?
Well, yes, because again, no entity, and I don't want to just restrict it to the CDC, but no entity just flips on the dime and changes its entire structure and its entire DNA. Right? Remember, this is the DNA of the CDC. Good, bad, or indifferent, it's brought them wins and it's brought them some losses, right? So you are not just going to see automatically the youth win goals and kind of become, docile or become all of a sudden highly academic. It's not going to happen. My uncle still will call on the radio. He will stay chat. We expect that because, Gizzy Striker. And as he does that, we also now have Thomas Falaf on the other side. He will come out too. And if it doesn't work, he doesn't respond. We get back. But look, on a serious note, the likes of Abu Wisa, they have their place in any political party. The Unity Party have theirs. The ANC have theirs, and every political party, I think mine have theirs, right? You have these people that just take up the space, that I guess that they have energy. Kowo can be out there all of the time, right? So Avin Research has to be out there. There are certain things like that a learned lawyer like Fonati Kofa can say. So people won't excuse him if they come from Fonati, but people will excuse him if they come from a Jefferson Koji or if they come from an Avin Research, right? So there are plausible deniability, like, keep it a little distance away from the leadership, and they can come out and say, well, we don't agree with that, but it can't come from a Kofa. People say, man, we expect you to know better, right? So there are places in the CDC that for the likes of what we say and the likes of my uncle Koji, and it can be beneficial to them. But I'm just saying that the new thing I'm seeing, like even if you start listening to Akaras Gray now, he's pulling back bid, right? Because now they're saying that the top leadership is not buying into it. And so they're all pulling back. They're kind of moderating the way they talk, the way they do things, which I think is a good thing for our democracy.
But anyway, go ahead and respond to Mose comment.
I just wanted to point out to my brother that, when we decided to change and become Americanized with our government system and our school system, we did not change it. We changed around to have an American school system, and then we started having tenure agencies, right? Because we wanted these agencies to be tenure. We also started following U.S. stuff. The Institute of Health here in America has a board of directors. The CDC in America has a board of directors. Right, and so MPhil in Liberia is kind of a replica of what we have here as the National Institute of Health. So that is not anything outside of the ordinary of our government functions.
Thank you. Now let's go to Ghana. I'm coming to you, Jared Rowling. Jared Rowling, I'm coming to you. Let's go to Ghana and talk to Jared Rowling. Jared Rowling, thank you for joining us. Do you want to respond to? That you, Moses? That you the Jared Rowling? Who else is Jared Rowling here?
Go ahead. I'm listening. My response is that.
Okay. Let's hear from you on that.
Okay. My response is that not everything fits all. Look at our demographic. Look at our culture. Look at our people. And there's certain things when it doesn't work for you, you need to look at it, evaluate, and you know that, Sissy. Every policy that comes in effect, they do what they call evaluations to see how effective it's working, to see if it can be replicated or anything. The board of directors for all of these entities, from my own observation and what I was told when I was in Liberia, was aiming to subsidize because the government budget was low, and specifically for some of these agencies that are getting much money, that are raising money, like the oil refinery and these places, they bring in money. And that money, instead of going into the revenue, they use some of that to appoint the board of directors. Now, what I noticed also is that there are people working in the ministries that serve on different boards. And equally so, we know that the Minister of Justice has to deal with everything that has to do with the interpretation of the law, the Constitution, and whatnot. And all these departments need to work within the confines of the Constitution. So by virtue of that, the Minister of Justice participated in it. But to tell the Minister of Justice, say, oh, you're a board director here, you're a board director here, you're on the board here, just to do the work that you're supposed to do, that ministry is supposed to do, and the Minister of Justice is compensated. And I know this because speaking to a former Minister of Justice, what that former Minister of Justice did, took other people that they brought in that were receiving not enough salary because of the discrepancy with salaries, took them, put them on these boards so that they can subsidize their pay, their salaries. And so if that was the purpose of the board, then it's not working for us. Then it's not working for us. But I think they need to evaluate the process of the board because Mr. Toh will tell you, and I know, Sister, you're old enough to understand, prior to the war, none of these places had board. A few of them had a board.
LPRC had board. LPMC had board. And Telecom had board.
The Port Authority had board.
They had board. So all of those boards are stated.
Had board. These are not, and that's what I'm talking about.
LPRC had board.
Yeah, but let's try to talk one at a time. Let him finish.
LPMC had a board. I know that because when the old man came to Lofa, when they created LPMC, they started buying Pakana and cocoa from us and coffee. And I knew that. But these boards were there to help these directors. That's why these people are not ministers. They don't hold that administrative. They got, you see, directors are put in place to carry out the policies that are created, that are managed by the board. The ministry, you run the ministry as the chief executive, and you evaluate your policy and introduce policy.
Thank you.
review and see what happened.
Can I
Thank-
make some
thank
can I make some corrections?
So can I come in? Can I come in?
Yeah,
Mr.
we'll come to,
Hold on one second. Can I
I
make some
just think
corrections,
that
please?
I just think that this is debatable to have.
No, it is not
Thank you.
debatable. It is not
Thank you,
debatable.
Mose. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's do one at a time. Thank you, Mose. Folks, again, if you're listening to Samson, to the numbers out here, give us a call, 916-533-2048. The phone is on. It's not a Chinese phone tonight. Give us a call. Sissy, before we come to you, let's hear Sis Country. She's been going in. Sis Country, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I listened to Mr. Sigbe. He said that why bull on this institution. When you have an institution,
And let me say you.
I said Sigbe.
Okay.
You don't know your own name again. Why, the bulls and things?
Is it a loafer war tonight or what? Because I don't know.
Oh my, they major little attack me. Leave it go. So I'm back by that. So
Okay.
so the married look by that.
Okay.
So what they do is the reason for the bulls and thing is set as like a regulatory arms and like a supervisors to them, because what happened if a fund is allotted to these institutions and they don't have board to regulate them, what becomes of the fund? Who do they report to? Who guide them? So that's why the board was set. Like I was on they had this Taiwanese project that they had, the MOH rehabilitation project. When the fund came, they had board there, and the board was held by then Evelyn Kanakai, the minister then of education, and then the health minister, and then another minister of public work, or one of the ministers, I can't really remember. They were there as board chair. They were there to monitor how the fund was regulated, because the fund was allotted for the various counties. They were for the multilateral high and the various schools and hospitals. So if they only left it with the MOH rehabilitation project, the government would not know how the fund was disbursed, how the project was administered, which was very good. And by then, and what I admire of the Minister of Education then, they came in with the same thing, that the board should be paid something a month when they come and sit for meeting. And she was like, no, I will not. No board chair or board member going to receive any money, because the fund that is allotted was their responsibility to implement the project. What we do, because we already been paid as ministers, we already have our jobs.
My point.
Yeah. So that was it. So if the board chair does not come up with a high decision, they all will be debating for certain fees and what have you. But she did a perfect job. One of the ministers that I really admire the way she handled that project.
Thank you. All right, guys, we're way out of time almost. Sissy, let's hear your closing.
Yeah, so sometimes when we romanticize the pre-war era as if nothing bad was happening, it kind of it ruffles me. Just like
No.
when you hold on one second. When you
Gerald Rowland, hold on.
Hold on. Just how when you progressives try to romanticize the era of
good night.
That nothing bad was happening, it kind of ruffles me.
I'm one of the progressive.
So in Liberia before the war, the Liberian Civil Aviation Authority, the statute that created that Civil Aviation Authority, has statutory requirement that make the Minister of Transport to be on the board, the Minister of Finance, and the Minister of Justice to be on the board. The Liberian Petroleum Refining Company before the war had a Minister of Lands, Mines, and Energy, the Minister of Finance, and the Minister of Commerce. The National Port Authority has the Minister of Transport, Minister of Commerce, and Minister of Finance. Liberia Maritime Authority has Minister of Transport, Minister of Finance, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Forestry Development Authority, Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Finance, Minister of Justice. Liberia Telecommunication Authority, Liberia National Social Security and Welfare Corporation, Minister of Labor, Minister of Finance, Minister of Health. It has always been there. The fact that people abuse their roles does not mean that the role was not important. There is a reason why you have these advisory boards and you have these statutory boards, because they are there to check as a balance on the leaders of the entities.
Thank you.
In America here, I can name to you over 50 federal agencies that have boards, including our Federal Reserve in America has a board. And they get paid, by the way.
Including LPR has a board. Thank you. Let's hear from you, Moses. Give us your closing.
My closing is that, Mr. Sissy, I'm not disputing the fact of all of these boards.
But why you sitting there so comfortable like that now?
No,
hold on, Moses. Well, you're too comfortable in that chair.
Who, me?
Yeah. You need to lean forward a little bit. You're too comfortable. Yeah, we go. Yeah. Yeah, you just lean back like that, like come to take a nap or something.
Well, why you giving me a that today?
Yeah, go ahead, Jerry.
Almost getting in the hammer.
Here come Ian's.
Listen, you want one?
No, forget it. You're not forget that 1% or bigger. My extra still washing. Go ahead.
No, I'm not disputing all of the things that sister said. My only concern here is that in our culture, in the country that is very small, we know that we have these, like Sis Cotto said, these people, and it was good for that minister to refuse to pay these people because the funds are allocated for that. And the only question I raised is that why would all of these board members, because that's what I heard from a minister, that the income for these board members was to subsidize their pay because the government did not have the fund to pay them at a desirable level. And that's what they created that. And I'm like, it's wrong for them to do that. So if you have a minister who said the money is allocated for this, and that's what the money going to be spent for, that's fine. But when the board start making these, backdoor recommendations and stuff like that, then the president has the jurisdiction. He should be given the right to really do his inside investigation. At the top of time, maybe they may have had board. I was much younger. Top of time, we saw that. But he also had other people as watchdog on these different agencies. So the structure you put in place for accountability is very important. You don't depend on the board. The board is basically, from what I understand, is basically to really police and make sure that the people are doing their job correctly. And that's what the board meets, so that these people can meet with them. And like Sister said, you have certain ministers that are there, and they're supposed to be there. The administrator that is most board, because it has to do with the Constitution, is the Department of Justice. They serve on more board than any other.
Thank you, Moses. Sis Cotto, give us your closing, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. To. And there was a fun show, and if the board, is not set up on most of the institutions, they might, not implement the right project on their supervision. For example, like I said, that the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Health, those were the people project that were being implemented, so they needed to be board chair on those committee. So it's like we rightly said, policing. And also on the issue of party headquarter issue that you guys were discussing before I got in. Any political party have the right to establish their date and time for whatever occasion. I think that's their right. Okay, so they are given the opportunity, and because CDC talk about theirs in October and UP is way in December, it doesn't mean they have conflict, because I see no reason, to have conflict. This is political term that is coming on in the political season. getting closer, everybody getting prepared. So everybody, you see even Musa Bilete, they have turned to public work minister, and all that public work had to be regulating them. So so those are the thing. Everybody want to show their Jews, and for political reasons. So
Thank
we'll
you.
see all of these things. And I still saying Snow should really not be the person bringing up this issue about the information ministry not doing their job. He also
Thank you.
is not doing his job, and that's not his place. He
Thank
should
you.
just forget about it. Let he go and do job for the Liberian people that elected him. Make sure the people get better job, because we want our youth and many of our people to get job. That's what he should be doing.
Thank
Those
you,
are the
Sis Cousin.
budget passing now, concession agreement, all of that. Those are the things they're supposed to be working on. Instead of coming there and be talking about who caused and lying, say somebody caused, my cause, and what pa caused, or whatever uncle caused. That's not his place.
Thank
Let
you.
him go do the
Thank you.
Liberian people job. Thank you
Thank you.
very
Terry,
much.
let's hear from you.
Yeah, so firstly, the National, I don't know how you call it, National Health Institute is an institution that the act established 2016 because they saw the weaknesses in the system because the health ministry could not fight the Ebola virus. So due to the weaknesses in the system, that is why this particular agency was established. Almost like what our senior brother sister said, the CDC in the US. So they calculated before they established that institution. It was not just established because they just wanted to have it there. That is why you see, even during the Georgia government, they were able to control the COVID-19. It didn't spread to damage lives because that institution was there specifically to tackle diseases coming into the country that was not that was not identified ahead of time. And also, you see now we got the monkeypox. So they're responsible to engage it directly before the health ministry something. So that it don't take us unaware. So I just wanted to make that point to also the aspect of, in my opinion, Edwin Snow is opposition. He have to say something. The only thing the government should be prepared to say something back. My understanding of you CDC coming to say we're breaking ground, then you thought that coming to say it's fake. That is completely fake. Because you know that they were not even planning to talk about breaking ground. This CDC said they're breaking ground. Then you can't say you're breaking ground in December. It's fake. To me, it's false. You're not forced to do anything. You are the ruling party. What you rushing for to do something? And lastly, or Labor, the House of Representatives had decided to carry on audits. And I also want to see what the money that was think from 2022 to 2025 or so, all the money they say that people spend, they were in a hotel and thing, with the GSC audit that, I will be expecting to see that. Thank you very much, Liberal.
Thank you. Thank you. I just want to say this to all of you. When we come in this public gathering here, what information to the public is very important. We have to allow those who have the expertise to come and talk. And from that perspective, let me say this to you. As a board member and a board chair who has the most experienced board member, let me lecture you guys what a board supposed to do. On this LPR platform, I am the board chair. My job is to make sure that the CEO is doing his work, and if it doesn't work, we doesn't investigate. So this board chair, I am the board chair on this platform. It's not my job to go and look for money. That's not part of the board responsibility. The board is here to constitute an investigative arms. So I'm speaking as someone who has. Well, my people, let me answer Rescue 3. I beg you. You come and take my tabata from my mother.
I come and release the audit report right after this. I'm dropping the audit report. Mr.
Rescue 3, why you take my tabata from my mother this year? Let's hear from you.
Mr. Todd, thank you for the show tonight. You know that I've been following the show, but the key information we expected you guys to discuss tonight, if you are not discussing it. Just a breaking news today from the GSC concerning the domestic debt that Liberia own, which the total debt when they did their audit, they audited domestic debt, and they got to know that most of these debt that were in billion, that like real government being paid since 1980 up to 2025. They got to know that the total debt, the first one that was not even part of the debt that like real owing, GSC discovered that was $704 million. $704 million that they did an audit that there is no document to show that like you are even owing that domestic debt. And it was a very key something for I really expected for you guys to discuss it tonight. And nobody talk about it. Go to the GSC website, you will see it.
But you already discussing it, my brother.
The CSA boss discussed today on bigger press briefing that the FPA that were existing the normal day that they will be launching the same program in the 15 county at the same time. Hopefully that thing will in the month of December. But with this digital, the digital aid, it will be very transparent. That the company that all the stores that will be willing, that will be part of this thing, will be on the sales southern west side. So there are major things that happen in the country, and sometimes when we come, we only look at the negative side from the government, we are not discussing it. So if the government, can you imagine, $704 million United States dollars, the people are saying that their money they not exist. Can you imagine? Almost $1 billion. So where the money be going? Who have been taking this money? That's my concern. Thank you for the show, Mr.
Thank you. You thought your own, we thought our own.
No, actually, the total amount, I just imagine, only 11% of the amount was credible. So it means most of the debt collection was not credible. So you see what
you're saying that IMF and the other people been eating money?
No, it's not IMF. It is the domestic debt.
Yeah. So this is a thing that I've been thinking here.
The domestic debt.
Hold on now. When I was growing up, we talk about with the show over and beginning. I'm not even calling you, sir. But anyway, when I was growing up, right, the superintendent for Grand Gila would say everybody, the government in Monrovia, two party government in Monrovia say everybody pay $25. The superintendent tell $15. The superintendent tell how to call it, the district commissioner raise it to 25. They go to parliament raise it to $30. So by the time the money get around for people, everybody take that. This is the old history. Liberian, and the sad thing is, there are people that are still alive that know these stories, that know what happened to those money. They will not say anything. And many of them, on a very serious note, many of them, their kids are highly educated today because of the stealing. So they're stealing business, not just Honor President Baka or Honor President we are Honor President Lee. And this is why I always frown on President Sally, because I believe that she has the opportunity to turn this country around, to turn it for the better. The fact that she suffered so long, and she's quite aware of the ills of our society. But she didn't do that. She went and brought back two party days.
You see, that's why President Barker know the mistakes they made, and that's why they're digging on all of the mistakes. Because out of $704 million, the only one accounted for is 92.12 million. Can you imagine? See the wide margin, the difference.
Thank you, guys. With 15 minutes over time, let's join Mr. So tomorrow, where we'll be able to carry on this tabata that we have. Sissy, what you guys something you want to say?
No, I'm not coming tomorrow. We are planning. Ironing my clothes at Boston Stash. We're getting ready for the 18th. We're outside. If it doesn't work, we doesn't respond.
But you start walking the street of New York, right? Just saw Tom Fowler walking the street of New
Yeah.
That
York.
was the
I
man
saw
say
the
that
man
was the
walking in the
happiest
street.
moment he ever saw.
Yeah, you are in the
In
US.
his life, he said that the happiest moment in his life.
Going forward,
When Lofa
I will
man
be for
died,
him.
and
I mean,
Lofa
if
man
it doesn't
killed
work, I doesn't respond. I just let it be.
The man said that the
All right.
happiest moment forever in his life.
Yeah, he stood with it over in the UN ground, the General
The
Assembly.
man is born again.
Yeah, he
Tom
is.
Fowler is born again.
All right. We'll
Good
talk
night.
about that when the show is over again.
Yeah,
But guys, you just give me 1 minute. I beg you.
by himself.
I beg you. You give me 1 minute.
Ella man can talk. You can shoot a shot. Go by
Yeah, I
baby.
beg you, because if I'm putting on here, he will talk and talk about the day he come on, how I got Cece on, I got Terry on, I refuse to bring him on. Let call him.
He likes Sissy.
Yeah. So let's see.
That
What-
was got a good friend, Sissy.
Yeah. Let's see if he will even answer the call.
That's why he wanted
All day picking for we kind of man. You'll be the funny.
Okay, Walter Carter, with the show is over. What you want? Why you
The show
want?
over, you gave chance to rescue to the talk. That's the reason I called. I just want to inform, say hi to the great panelists here tonight. So, brother, yeah, the great panelists here tonight. I want to inform you that Saturday, the biggest gathering ever. Post-election and all the campaign.
Yo, we're putting cry. The cry can't help you.
So the groundbreak, the newly project.
Yeah, ready for that cry to you again.
For LPR, please send representation over there because it will be historic, right?
That the wrong person you're talking to. Talk to Mr. So. He has a
I'll
power.
be there. The man gotta pay for time. The air time.
To show that this CDC party is a very, very relevant and important part in our society. Unity Party for over 50 years has decided to groundbreak in December. Amen. CDC. I want CDC to still do more so Unity Party can do more to make our country develop. So CDC gotta be around.
Me tell you, say, I guess I can go to
Let him finish. You will respond one at a time. So you will yeah. Okay, thank you.
So Unity Party, CDC, let's look at it this way. Since CDC now start breaking ground for party headquarters, maybe CDC will break ground for industrial parks. The Unity Party and Council will break ground for industrial park in Lofa County in 4 years.
Okay.
We can do that all that will be competition. Now, all one in our society. Thank you so much. man.
Thank you.
Sure.
But please don't go. The other people, so you will listen to them. You can listen to them on the.
Listen to them.
Okay.
I want to listen to Sese Tabata Red and Koto.
Okay.
Why you attacking me?
Okay. All right. Bye. All right.
What you attacking me for?
All right. Let's hear, please.
I knew that boy not coming was I'm calling my knees. But with Keta, we are happy for you. The only thing is, some of us who do math, we study patterns. You broke ground for Bali Island, nothing. You ate a cake clean, you get running stomach. So I hope the other one, I'll be there, the cake clean thing, I'm talking.
Okay.
Me, I get my own talk. They say the lama man can say the flower young ain't grow but when it get big at the time they will grow that but I won't see you. I won't see it. The flower young. That's it. Jana quarter jar young she get but in OS. I won't see it. Man, let it wait here, man.
Talk is this.
Wow.
I can be from my political party.
Politician like bro, bringing Bob business on my show. My people, we're finished.
About business. I'm not talking about business. They say they will shut down the nation. So I want to know if the nation is just Monrovia. They shut down the whole nation.
Man.
So
They always talking about crack all day.
They said tomorrow they will lock down the whole nation.
We're crossing the border also between Nima and Lofa tomorrow.
Yeah, we're crossing the border. So that's part of the nation.
Let's hear your own.
Well, I don't, Mr. Sis. I don't, Mr. Sigby. Are they shutting down the whole country? We don't know.
They said they shut it down. They're locking down the whole country.
Something that was very interesting, very funny.
Will United Party shut down the country too, December?
And they were stopping for the breaking down of the headquarters today. We didn't see even 150% in that place to stop the people.
But I saw one small land. Is that a play? See your brother say one small day land. Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about?
So that's why when you listen to Kofa, former speaker, they're trying to buy the other places. In fact, the people will be cooking their food.
Stay there. Where is this place? Say, hold on 1 minute, please. So you can get us there. Where is this place in Monrovia?
It's in Congo Town. What's there's a vocational school. It's right opposite. I forget the name of the vocational school. But
I don't even know the particular place.
So the space
is right on the road.
Right on the road. The space is so small that
Jamaica. I mean, Jama Embassy. Or
no, a little bit up. But Speaker Kofa said that even where they'll be cooking, they have to use other people property. They beg the other people that get a land in there so they can cook there, so they can park cars and things. Bring their space.
Say, let me do this here, please. Help us. I know we're gonna go over here.
I don't want you can't call Keto and I'm from CDC. I get a
no more about CDC than CDC people. Where is the place? Say, can you see it here?
Oh, come on, man. You know, that Google Earth, you go bring up the plan. I smoking, what's small and rest green.
This is the ministerial complex. Where is this place? Say, Congo Town where?
On this side, you gotta go.
You gotta go to Montreal.
You actually come in low for the place?
I'm going to Montreal.
I thought you already had a place.
Yeah, I know. You come in.
I'm going to Montreal.
You come in, make it difficult for us.
No, I'm trying to find a near vocational school. I'm dropping in the child room. I just forget it's near the vocational school that opposite. I'll find out. Put in the child room for y'all.
Look at that ocean view. Look at that ocean.
No, but Keto call bank. You're on the location now. Why we struggling?
Moses, you're correct. Our people are just we all.
Look
I mean, the way our uselessness ain't. Look at this kind of.
Look at this ocean view. Look at this.
Eh? And that's also caca. We don't do nothing but pour caca.
Look at this. My people.
So we are came here.
Yeah. The coastal highway ain't happy.
No, yeah. We are parked here.
Yeah, the corner right there. Oh
yeah. Buzokola right here.
Right here. Yeah, Buzokola there.
Right here.
Mr. To.
Yeah.
Mr. To, it's around the RC Lawson, right? Not far from RC Lawson.
I don't even know where RC
Lawson is around White Flowers, where Taylor used to live in White Flowers.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know White Flower. White Flower.
So around there, that's around the opposite Crater Refuge. Refuge Cathedral. Where RC Lawson, the oldest Congo time, they play.
You see the play?
RC Lawson.
No, we can't see it, Terry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
I'll put it in the chat.
SKD here. I think this is White Flower here.
Go to SKD, you're going too far.
No, you go SKD, you're far away.
Far away.
Before going on Catholic Boulevard there, you know where Taylor used to live, where you have White Flowers,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, the White Flower here. Isn't that the White Flower here?
Yeah, right in the back.
Right before getting the White Flower, you got the RC Lawson Institute before White Flowers.
And that the White Flower here? No.
Yeah. A better view.
So going back, like you're going back towards the city, then you get RC Lawson right after White Flowers, and then you got a greater refuge temple right in our same vicinity. Around where United Party should have the old headquarters.
Yeah. United Party old headquarters somewhere around here. Right around here. Okay.
Are you finished passing the ministerial complex though?
All right. Well, the place is that they're not helping us anyway.
Well, it's in the chat room.
Yeah, Terry. Thank you.
I saw a place where from front page.
The man cannot even know a whole place. He got bring news here.
Don't mind.
They will knock down the nation.
Why you ready to show us the place with Okada? No, nobody asked you to call back. Good night.
It are two lot about the going bill. Hope the going bill all that thing on 2 lots.
Huh?
2 lots.
And they came back on the street though. That street is very
2 lot. It's 2 lot. It's a small place, but
yeah, ministerial complex, yeah. So you going up the hill. will come up.
2 lap is a small place for party headquarters for the masses.
Walter Carter, that 2 lap, isn't you making all that noise like that? Nobody said that, yeah. All right, guys, let me get out of here. We're way
I don't know why the party headquarters got to be in Monrovia.
Well, that's
right.
the election commission.
I'll pay my
All right, guys. Good night. Good night.
Listen?
Thank you.
Yeah, good night.
Listen, we got to go pay our party headquarters in Lofa.
Yeah. Again, folks, Samson told Labrador Pablito, the show is over. Walter Carter, thank you very much for calling. We appreciate it, Chief. Again, folks, Samson told Labrador Pablito, I want to thank all of you that allow us to go way over late night here tonight. My Esther, thank you very much as usual. Thank you all for participating tonight. We appreciate all of you. Henry, Monobal Henry, thank you, Chief. Thank you very much. Okay, folks, that will be it tonight. We say thank you very much, and we'll say good night to all of you. It's been a wonderful evening. We'll be here again on Mr. Soul Show tomorrow and try to talk more Tabata. Good night, folks.
Si o game vai tu adi anano sira mamenu de agosamu konwa rere ne pe yo hanti aplo adi anano sira kadu Sago Gusumbo, Sazo Mega, ye blanco guadi, so eh, Kawaka Kama, Mapanyo, Mokosiza. Bagum Yabotlana, Yata Dogins, Tokain, Sugu, Kuapo, Ao, Mamem, Budokain, Sugu. No matter where you were so this, Tokain, Sugu, Kuapo, Ao, Tokain, Sugu, tomorrow. Nyanga no ayo kagoda boa mawe koya moite wangore toke waro kombe keidu mawe soye sikawe latu yekwe mote wanu wagaragara mui muso ekaso bo plaki amui nyaba wakamao awe soye sikawe awana suwa yetu gagu maone wabili wagu zo sira gini akazua awe nyoko zamao sugu ako sira amenu hani ako sira bagu som yeti maluo soko Kuna bonza sasa Ingo mume na zaragu Hapaka yute tumetone Maka wakori netoke Gonga gbebo atene Mage ya mae Sewe wapia ya wasore Tumagasi Mauga kala mui Black ya mui Yama wakama Ana nera yetu go to it.